So my name is Nate, and this is my good friend Amber. And both of us have gone in and bought a home together. Yeah, we've been friends going on now for 10 years, 8 years, somewhere in that vicinity. At some point, you stop counting.
We moved from Arizona to Seattle. We rented a lot of different places in Seattle and lived together those 3.5 years.
Well, it was Amber's goal to own a home, actually, by 30.
But we really just got sick of lining other people's pockets and paying other people's mortgages, and really wanted to invest in ourselves, but continue to do it together.
Just really found that living together suited our lifestyles. It made it having 2 dogs very easy because of the living situation that makes sense now, but also for the foreseeable future, really.
It felt really kind of daunting and almost impossible, especially for what I actually wanted to own. And so us being able to do that together kind of expanded our buying power and allowed us to own a home together that we really love now. But we just started Google searching, what does that process look like? And kind of came up empty until we found Kobuy, and it answered a lot of our questions about the process that we didn't even know we had.
But it's like, do we need to get like fake paper married to like buy a house together? Like, what do people do? How do you do this? And Kobuy's website just had such a wealth of information available on it that it made it feel way more approachable. We walked into it mainly with trying to understand, how did 2 people not married get a loan together? Because everything made it seem like that wasn't very normal, and that we'd have to talk a lot about lines of equity and just other minute details that we weren't really sure how to dial in on our own.
That we were uncertain of is just kind of what were all of the risk factors and things we should start to consider and talk through as an investment, but also to protect our friendship that we've spent, close to a decade building. So really making sure that we're exploring all of those questions and having a plan for what could go wrong. Hopefully none of it does.
For us, it started mainly with recognizing that we are in our like mid to late 20s. And so the potential for either of us to get into a long-term committed relationship could complicate the situation. We also work for a company that does allow us to do remote work. The concern also around the flexibility to be able to move if we needed to, but not hurt one another by doing it, in terms of the home loan and obviously the burden of the property itself. Understanding what are the exit strategies and what are the levers you can pull along the way to make sure that we're both equitable throughout the situation.
Kobuy and the website initially answered a lot of our questions, but then the willingness for the team to meet with us and walk us through all of the questions we already had. I think all along the process, it was just really easy, and it always felt right as we were going through it.
It made it feel like they were as engaged, the Kobuy team was as engaged in us getting a house as we were. So like, that's not something that you're always getting, you kind of get luck of the draw. So it was really nice to feel like we had a partner in the process that was there for any questions we had, but also just a resource along the way. I 100% attribute the speed we were able to navigate the market to the Kobuy network. We got linked with a phenomenal financing team that were super responsive, very quick to move and work with us. And then the realtor, everyone was just so on top of it. I mean, emails all times of the day. I still to this day don't know when any of you sleep. I don't think you do, because it was always just a constant level of communication. And it made it feel really that we could move as rapidly as we wanted to. But it really just came down to all of the players being extremely engaged and right there with us, lockstep all the way.
It felt so unapproachable to co-own a house together initially, and Kobuy made the process super, super easy from beginning to signing of the papers to even afterwards and celebrating our new home. So I think it's just been such an easy process for us. I would 100% recommend using Kobuy.
I mean, for me, it makes me want to advocate to any person that I know that I'm friends with that's our age to say, don't wait to buy a home until you're at 30, or Don't wait till you have all the money. Like if you have a friend and you're paying rent, you can make it happen. And Kobai is 100% a company I would recommend to do that work with.